It is time for a Crash Course 101 for my AP kids again. So we're going to go into the second bunch of practice problems that I've given you guys on Friday before we left school. And today we're going to be talking about non-Mendelian genetics, and we're going to start with incomplete dominance. So incomplete dominance is a blending of traits. So in my last lecture, I told you guys about how the dominant allele shows up, it's uppercase, but now it's going to be incomplete dominance. They're going to blend together. So if you remember when you were a kid and you got that red crown, the white crown, you started coloring together and you're like, oh, this is pink. Sort of the same thing. A lot more to it, but that's the big picture. So an example is a snapdragon flower. And a snapdragon can be either red, white, or pink. So you do these the exact same way. I set up a Punnett square, so we're going to do a few Punnett squares. And some people use the same principles like we did yesterday. We would have like big R here, little, and this would be heterozygous because the incomplete form only shows in the heterozygous state. Okay, so let's work out one of the problems here. I'm just going to cross, sorry about that, two heteros together just to kind of give you guys an example of everything. You do your Punnett square exactly like we did yesterday. Like I said, my board is like barely hanging on there, so I apologize for the racket that it makes. So yesterday, this would have just been like 3 red and 1 white. But today, since we're doing incomplete dominance and not basic Mendelian anymore, we're going to do non-basic Mendelian genetics. We will have 1 red, 2 pink, and 1 white snapdragon. So that is the big picture of incomplete dominance. So now let's move on to codominance. So codominant traits show both traits. So if you're in a co-ed dorm, you don't just see guys or girls, you see both. So it's a co-ed dorm, so a codominant trait shows both. You get what I'm saying? You're welcome. But an example that we are going to work with is a checkered chicken that I completely misspelled. So let me try this again, because this is what happens when you're in a rush and you're trying to get all of these amazing mini lectures up and going for your kids. So a checkered chicken, like I said, they do exist. They're beautiful. You should Google one. Just see what they look like. It's pretty cool. And a checkered chicken, it's like a checkered board. So it shows black and white on the chicken. So we're going to do some examples. On this one, I did a black chicken's going to be big B, big B. A white chicken's going to be big W, and a checkered chicken's going to be big B, big W. So here, let's cross a black chicken and a white chicken. So we'll fill out our square here. And they're going to yield all heteros. There we go. So our genotypes out of this square, we just have 1. So we're going to have all checkered chickens. So we have 4 checkered chickens here. Just kind of give you some more review on basic Punnett squares and how to fill them out. And here we're going to cross 2 checkered chickens. Let's see what happens when we cross 2 checkered chickens. Let's see. I'm going to get this worked out here. So now I have different genotypes. So I have 1 big B, big B. I have 2 here and 1 here. So I'm going to have 1 black chicken. I'm going to finish writing it up here, guys. Sorry, my board is like super little. We will have 2 checkered chickens and 1 white chicken. We were also going to talk about blood typing, because blood typing is also a codominant trait. That'll be the next lecture, because the longer these lectures are, the longer it takes to upload to YouTube, which is forever anyways. So the next lecture will be going over blood types. Love you.